Hello, Greentown Wesleyan Church. We are being inundated right now with more and more information, more research, and more stipulations, and more restrictions, and alerts, and everything else. There's a lot of information coming at us constantly. And if we're not careful, this could cause a problem, because the more that we hear about this and the more we think about this, the more temptation there is to let our view and our understanding of our current situation, our circumstances that are temporary, we can let those grow bigger and bigger and bigger until they outshadow and they block our view of a God who is eternal and who is in control and who is for us. We can let our current circumstances blind us from the eternal reality that God is still with us. Our hope is in Him. Our hope isn't based in what science can accomplish. Our hope is not based in what our government can provide or what the governments around the world can do. Our hope can't even be placed in what we can do for ourselves. Our hope should be placed in the one that's big enough to hold the full weight of what our hopes represent. And our God is the only one who's big enough for that. I want to share with you from the beginning of Psalm 95. I want you to hear these words when you begin to feel the temptation that maybe our circumstances are getting too big and maybe we're losing hope. I want you to hear these words and remember who our God is. The psalmist writes, "O come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout joyfully to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before His presence with thanksgiving. Let us shout joyfully to Him with psalms. For the Lord is our God, and a great King above all gods, in whose hands are the depths of the earth. The peaks of mountains are His also. The sea is His, for it was He who made it, and His hands formed the dry land. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for He is our God, and we are the people of His pasture and the sheep of His hand. Today, if you would hear His voice. Today, hear His voice. Let Him remind you who He is. Let Him remind you of everything that He has done. And when we're tempted to think that our situations today could even come close to the magnitude of His glory and His ability, remind yourself, no, He formed all of it. And He's still here with us in all of it. We don't lose hope because we know exactly where our hope is seated. And it's seated in an eternal, all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-loving God and Father. Be blessed. Bless your family. Continue to reach out to each other. Continue to read together and pray together and study together. Continue to live together. Until we're together again. And God bless you.